5 ways Jinder Mahal vs Brock Lesnar could end. How will the Survivor Series 2017 main event end? Brock Lesnar vs Jinder Mahal isn't just a fantasy matchup to play on your new WWE 2K18 video game. It's really going to happen at Survivor Series. But what does WWE have planned? There are several ways WWE could go in this match, and they're all a bit complicated. After all, they need to make both guys look reasonably strong after this match scene. How Lesnar and Mahal are both champions of their respective brands.So. Here are 5 ways WWE could go with this encounter. Although a couple might seem far-fetched, never put anything past WWE to outdo this list's ridiculousness. 5. Jinder Mahal beats Goldberg's record. Goldberg has a couple records in pro wrestling, and he had more before Asuka happened. But one thing Bill Goldberg can still brag about is the fact he defeated Brock Lesnar at the 2016 Survivor Series 1 minute and 26 seconds into the match. As soon as the bell rings to start this match, the Singh brothers could jump on the apron to distract the Beast incarnate. Lesnar would turn around and, in that moment, Jinder Mahal hits the gallows and scores a surprise pinfall. This booking decision would also make Mahal's finisher look incredibly strong. As Mahal celebrates in the ring in front of an astonished Houston crowd, Roman Reigns could waltz onto the entrance ramp just to point and laugh at Lesnar. They could let the entire Shield come out and laugh too, which would be fun. Now Brock Lesnar has something to fight about, and even if Roman Reigns doesn't win the Royal Rumble, the Beast incarnate might request a match against Reigns just to shut him up. 4. Singh Brothers Showdown. The Singh brothers have a history of getting involved in the modern-day Maharajas matches. Sunil and Samir Singh can take a bump, and are a tag team which is being greatly underutilized at this point. Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal could have a little match as Mahal skirts past the Beast incarnate, but still takes a couple moves. The WWE champion doesn't want to take a whole lot of damage. After all, he's been working with an injured shoulder. The referee could take a bump and get taken out of commission. Then the Singh brothers could jump in the ring to have a stare-down with Brock Lesnar, and in spite of logic, the two would pounce on Lesnar. Samir and Sunil could gain the upper hand on Lesnar and execute one of the punishing aerial double-team moves they have locked away in their repertoire. Lesnar could really sell the Singh brothers and put them over in the process. Since all fans want to see is someone being taken to Suplex City, it might be fun for Lesnar to pop up and destroy everyone in the ring, including Jinder Mahal. Lesnar could make the pin, while a newly revived referee counts to 3. Survivor Series 2017 could end much differently than it did last year, because the Beast incarnate would be standing tall in Houston. 3. Paul Heyman turns on Lesnar. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman's relationship has been well documented, as Heyman was a huge proponent of Lesnar's backstage, even before he was the next big thing. But Heyman has turned on Brock Lesnar before. If Heyman decided it was a foolish venture to fight the WWE champion, but Brock Lesnar insists on doing the match, the Universal Champion's advocate could have enough during the encounter. Heyman simply walking off during the match would be enough to distract Brock Lesnar, so Jinder Mahal could make the move and win the match. It's been 15 years since Paul Heyman first turned on Brock Lesnar, and they might be due for another feud with each other. It would certainly keep Lesnar entertained until his next Universal title defense. 2. Double Turn. This match is a strange dynamic, but the certain thing is Jinder Mahal will be walking into Houston as the heel in the match. But WrestleMania 34's planned main event is still Roman Reigns vs Brock Lesnar. If WWE wants to have Reigns walk out of WrestleMania as a babyface, then they're going to need to get people to overwhelmingly accept him by the end of the night. If Lesnar were to walk into the main event at Mania as a huge heel, then it would be easier to pull off. It could all happen at Survivor Series. Brock Lesnar would mercilessly beat Jinder Mahal down until the crowd starts to feel sorry for the modern-day Maharaja. After the referee calls for the bell, maybe Paul Heyman could jump in and try to stop the Beast incarnate, but he hits Heyman with a move which would be safe enough but still looks good. In one swoop, if WWE orchestrated it properly, they could change Jinder Mahal into a man people care about, and Lesnar is a cruel psychopath. There would still be people cheering. or booing both people, but it might be an interesting way to bring Brock Lesnar to the dance at WrestleMania as a heel. Besides, Jinder Mahal can be a pretty personable guy with a great sense of humor if WWE would let the modern-day Maharaja be a more likable character. His work with 3MB illustrated that fact well. One clean finish. Houston could become Suplex City as Brock Lesnar brings pain to Jinder Mahal. This is more of a conventional way to go, but it wouldn't make it any less fun to watch. After taking 6 or 7 German suplexes, Jinder Mahal could take an F5 but kick out. Kicking out of the F5 is something Braun Strowman couldn't even do, so it would make Mahal look very good. But after another little scuffle in the ring, Jinder Mahal would turn around and find himself in Brock Lesnar's massive fireman's carry into an F5. It would be a spectacle, and the match could easily go 10 minutes if they wanted to include some Jinder Mahal shenanigans early on. But the important part about a match like this is WWE needs to make each champion look as strong as possible.